Hi, welcome to this tutorial on default settings. Default settings allow you to store system options under different categories. Let's have a look where that's done. In the module Administration, Setup, and Defaults. Click on Defaults. Here we will see different tabs, and those each have their own default settings. System Admin, Documentation, Financials, Public, and Internet Marketing. Let's do the System Admin first. Now, the principal, that will be the option chosen to appear on all documentation heading. So that would be the principal choice, Mandarin Magic. Reservations Office link. Here we would choose where all the email addresses, physical addresses, telephone numbers, etc. would come from. And all these, remember, have been set up with those details in your business structure. In this case, we've chosen the Reservations Office link to bring that detail. System Administrator. This is one of the users that will receive system-generated messages. Alert internal users of agent memos. On an agent record, you can make a note in a memo about anything you would like to pertaining to that agent or his business, and when that agent is then selected on a booking, the user will be warned of those notes that you made. Show allocation shading to external users. Now, allocations obviously on your calendar in the legend is a grayed out corner, and would you like external users to see that? Allow reservations notes to be edited at all environments. Very useful, normally yes. If not, you would have a situation where the reservations office creating notes on offline will not be able to be edited at the property or by users on the web. So we'd say yes there. Cancellation warning, so when somebody changes the status to cancellation, this will appear in a pop-up, that warning. Provisional expiry period. Here we set the period, 14 days from the day of creation. On that day at midnight, the rooms of a provisional booking will return to the availability calendar for reselling. Reservation timeout by internal users, that's working on your offline system. This generally means that the user would have to go to page or step 2 in the reservation creation process and enter the details there to avoid the process of making the booking timing out and resulting in the user then to have to redo the entire reservation. And that is the same setting but for external users on the web. Payment gateway and send mail, these two will be discussed in more detail and pertain to specialized modules which are available and discussed elsewhere. Just to show you that quickly, open another screen, and here we will go to the rooming calendar, and reservations as they are created are put into an unallocated section, and the number of days that would appear here is dictated by your setting here. So reservations that have not been roomed for the next 30 days would appear in this section of your rooming calendar. The maximum number of rooms requested by restricted users. Here we can see that the definition of that is this is the maximum number of rooms users who through access control are restricted from seeing room numbers on the calendar. In other words, when they come in to view your system, they can only see white or red calendar cells and not the number of rooms available. Now that particular group, if they want to do a booking, will be restricted to one room per itinerary item as indicated now. When the user requests more rooms than they are permitted, the overbooking pop-up will open. The maximum reservation date is set here. This means that bookings will be allowed to be created up until that day. Should rates not be set up till that date, obviously then they will be reflected under the pricing as TBA. Accommodation sort, this is a optional display either per room number or by accommodation type. Contact duplication, this is the check where it's enabled, and then on a first name or last name and on either of these three options, typically set to match the first three on either the first name and the last name. We hope you found this tutorial on default system settings for system administration useful.